Britnie Turner is an international real estate investor, developer, and humanitarian. In 2016, Forbes recognized her company, Ariel Development Group, as the sixth fastest growing woman-owned company in the country. As a young girl, she had an experience that she could only describe as being from God.
I was sitting at youth group, not really even paying attention, and God just showed me this vision of doing this work in Africa. And so I worked 5 jobs at a time from 13 on so I could save and go on these mission trips every single year.
It's always been important to Britnie to be faithful in tithing and giving.
The best download God's ever given me is to give first. I always gave to things I wanted to expand in my life. When I was very passionate about helping orphanages, I gave to orphanages.
To create wealth to finance what she referred to as her holy ambition, Britnie started studying about real estate every hour she wasn't waiting tables.
I bought a house at 18 and desired to learn how to flip houses so I could have cash flow and live in Africa and build my own orphanages.
She rented out the spare rooms from her fixer-upper for income. Britnie remembers one 9-hour waitressing shift when she was short $350 to cover her mortgage. So far, she'd only made $7 in tips.
I threw my hands up at God and I said, God, why am I here? And I heard him say loud and clear, because I want to bless you. And I was like, really? Really?
Later that shift, she waited on a group of real estate investors and she negotiated a job with them. She quickly packed up, rented her house, and moved to Nashville. That was in 2007, right before the real estate bubble burst.
In less than 2 months, they're like, yeah, we don't need this position anymore. Real estate's doing really bad.
Worse yet, the first month's rent check from the new tenants bounced.
And now I've got a mortgage payment, and I've got to evict these guys. So I did the only logical thing, which was to move into my car.
She looked for reliable renters to move into her property back home, while for 9 months, she lived in her car.
I felt pretty abandoned when I was living in my car and working for free trying to learn the business. Many times throughout my journey, I thought God left me. That's the biggest lie I ever had to face, was this constant worry that I was off track because I was hitting obstacles.
After finding reliable tenants, she took an unpaid gig with another investment group. There, Britnie learned every aspect of the real estate development business.
I was able to eat by getting my real estate agent license and finding properties for them. No matter what's going on in your life, you still have to give first. And that's why tithing works so well. It's literally proving that you believe you have more than enough to where you can show the action of giving as a result of your faith.
With that experience, Britnie launched her own company.
After a year of almost everything that could possibly go wrong going wrong, I became the biggest rehabber in Nashville.
Next, her company revitalized downtown neighborhoods by removing blighted and burned out properties and building homes.
I had no idea that God was teaching me how to take the most broken places, there's no job, there's no opportunity, there's high crime, and make them thriving economies. And then over the next year, I became one of the biggest urban developers in Nashville.
Above her personal tithe, Britnie's company sponsored an orphan in Africa for $450 a year for every home that's sold in the new homeowner's name. With her success in urban renewal in Nashville, now she was able to focus her attention on a special project in Africa.
We're building an orphanage. We picked this area because parents were selling their 2-year-old little boys and little girls for $25.
Now, over 600 children have been sponsored through Britnie's humanitarian work. Her husband, Jeremy, a Green Beret veteran, also shares Britnie's compassion for others, whether it's delivering emergency supplies during a volcanic eruption or rebuilding a remote school ravaged by a flood. Britnie's newest business venture is a Caribbean resort in the British Virgin Islands.
The success that I've experienced has been 100% tied to giving forever. As you grow, your giving grows with it.